Alright, and welcome guys. Now we are on round 3, and we are on industrial strength between two players. Representing the Soviets, this is GreenAlert playing as Green Soviets. And on the bottom side we have the Andrei Blue Allies player situating going for the barracks immediately. On the meantime, both players are going for barracks. We haven't seen an airfield quickly. So this means for one thing only, we will not see a cryo rush, and I am content with that. I'm actually happy to not see a cryo rush, because after all we can see a longer game. I think that was a flat cannon, but this continued to be built immediately. Okay, Andre gets his own oil there. Meanwhile, we still need some time for the green alerts as well, and now he also gets it. Interestingly enough, this garage is not being very held. I think it's in a very away. I mean, it's very far from your bases, like for both players. Uh-oh. No, please no, please no. Please no cryo rush. Anyway. So anyway, I think this is very hard to defend as it is very far from the base. And also there's a hilltop over here, and the access is done from the sides. So I think that's the why the garage is open, not being captured. Bombs are being dropped for 2 conscripts, I guess. There's still 1 bomb this indicator has, and maybe he's not. Okay, that's something. Not a cryocopter. Instead we see vindicators. Now bears are going for the scouting to see the 3rd refinery is being built for the Andre. On the meantime, we see the 2 flak cannons, 2 bullfrogs under the protection of the flak cannon being halved, not being built completely. Now this dog is now doing the God's work for the Andre and blocking the way to build the refinery. Nothing there to handle. Okay, terror drone. Okay, 3rd refinery is now being built for the green alert as well. Okay, 3 vindicators. Not the 4th is not seem to be being built. Now these vindicators are off to see something that they can snipe. I think at this point a reactor. Okay, bullfrog numbers are way too high, and on top of that, green alert is now constantly shooting conscripts on the mid-air to gain some vision. Also, this conscript being placed over here is also nice, so he doesn't need to do that all the time. And also, I mean, that's not going to do a lot for him, but he can spot a Ripjaw or maybe Javelins just being here, targeting this refinery. Now we see the seaport being built as well over here. I think it's going to be that as well. Unfortunately, there's not so much of a thing here to deal some damage. On the top, we see 3 vindicators. Ooh, so much damage for the 1 single collector. Unfortunately, the armor is not being activated. Green alert being as much as annoying as it can be possible. Now the 3rd Riptide is here as well, and infecting the MCV. Getting himself for a couple more seconds perhaps, preventing the MCV moving. I wonder if he's going to see a turret push. Even so, I mean, Green Alert has some time, but these hammer tanks being here quite dangerous. They can be sniped by the vindicators immediately. And sniping is coming here, but 2, okay, 3 vindicators are down, just for 2 hammer tanks. And not the best trade. Still Andre has advantage here because he wants to do a push, and how do you stop a push? Is very simple. You need some tier 2 tanks. This can be guardian tank, tsunami tank, or hammer tank. But now the hammer tank numbers are reset. Peacekeepers are now proceeding to garrisons. I think he wants something over here. The reach to this refinery. It's a bit far-fetched. Andre is not interested in replenishing his air support, but instead, with 4 Riptides, directly going to the base of the Green Alert, and there are no walls. Okay, he has actually built. For this collector, hopefully this time, maybe not targeted. Ah, that was too close. MCV being deployed. Now the turret is going to be built very soon enough. I think it will be over here. Also, maybe he's getting a barracks as well. Tomb Blades are out. There's no Apollos, but actually Javelins. Okay, now GreenAlert has his force occupied in the Andre, but his base is being demolished one by one with these Javelins turrets. This is too much rockets in the base. I mean, GreenAlert, you have to decide what you want to do quickly, or otherwise you will no longer present it with option. War Factory is down. Now Super Reactor being targeted. There are 5 Riptides, which is nice. But without the Javelins, not so much damage can be dealt. Let's see on this side. Unfortunately, 3 Bullfrogs are being targeted. But Andre, come on, this one. Oh, 2 of them have been taken down immediately. Now, I don't think GreenAlert has anything. It doesn't have anti-air. Now, all it takes is 1 Apollo to handle the Stone Blade incursion, and that will be all. On the other hand, GreenAlert is slowly losing what he had on his base. With just 1 single push, with 1 barracks and a couple handful of javelins. Okay, Mick is right, but it's a bit late. Okay, so from the looks of it, GreenAlert just decided to tap south. But congratulations for the Andre for winning his game on first round of this game. So let's see for the second game. Now we're on Battle Base Beta, and this time, instead of top, GreenAlert goes for the bottom side, and still playing as the Soviets, and in the meantime, Andrei now takes on the top spot and plays as allies with his signature blue color. Of course, I will be rooting for the GreenAlert this game. I just want to see some more tense games by making some equalizers. I mean, this is a best of 5, so I don't want to see 3 games being won consecutively by 1 single player. So instead, I want to see some 1-1, 2-2, or something like that. Now, Andre going for the 2 barracks with spamming lots of dogs for occupying here. On the meantime, GreenAlert just goes for 1 single barracks. But he goes for a fast war factory. Now, dogs are overrun. The top side, I mean, these garrisons are now under control of the Andre. At this point, you will definitely need that sort of Delta airstrike to handle this place, or maybe a handful of hammer tanks, maybe V3s, but now this section is over for him. Sending some scouts over. But in the meantime, GreenAlert is not investing very much on infantry. Instead, he gets a sickle. I wonder how is that going to work out. But are we going to see a seaport or a airfield? Let's see out. Okay, Sickle is now on the front line, tanking as much as damage, but already losing half HP. But the dogs couldn't really do what they intended to do. Now we see the seaport already. So this actually be a little bit better for the GreenAlert because he has invested sickles, and on top of that, he actually invested on 3 sickles. So GreenAlert really wants to disprove me and actually wants to clean up these garrisons. So okay, I'm buying it. Well, instead, actually, he really took these garrisons. So hopefully they will pay off. But now, what are you going to do with these sickles? At this point, maybe you can get a crusher crane and get rid of them. No, this dog is still alive. Okay, Riptides immediately marching to the another point of the map. I mean, Andre doesn't want to show displays anything. I mean, not for showing off or anything. He just wants to get his win, and that will be all. That's what he's only interested in. Now, okay, MCV versus MCV, that's fine, but okay, forced to be deployed here. But two Riptides are now stunned, and MCV beautifully crushes the one of them. The second one also gets down. Now, a setback for the plans because that's not how it's going to be happen for a turret push. The base is very far, and instead, oh, this javelin is going to be much more difficult to handle. And multi-gunner turret is being built on back. Okay, this is a sickle frenzy, and I hope it pays off because all it takes just one single airfield, and that will be all. Okay, this terror drone must not die. GreenAlert just uses all of his sickles to jump in, but I don't think he can win out this war. Also, the sickle taking unnecessary damage over arriving the endpoint, but I think Andre can unpack the MCV. I mean, it's still risky because one terror drone can infect it, and that will be way too long back here. Oh wait, okay, he still has his seaport, so he still has access to the repair drones. Now, multi-gunner turret being built. Okay, seaport has been sold off. Come on, all you need is actually an airfield. But now he has command hub being deployed here, so that means only one thing. He can deploy multi-gunner turrets here and can defend his base. Quite simple. But here's the trouble. Andre has his own prospector bugged, and the other one is being destroyed. Okay, he's being rebuilt. But this will significantly affect him. I don't think he is aware, maybe. Or maybe he is aware. I mean, all he needs to sell these walls, but then... I mean, Terror Drone can stun it. Or do worse. Come on. Come on, please notice. Please notice about this. Ah, this is brutal. I mean... yeah, sizable enough. I mean, there are some sickles, but virtually they are not very useful units. So... okay, MCV. Okay, he's also now moving to his base again. I mean, plan is now on motion again. And also, this is a very funky place for a power plant. But here is the biggest trouble. You will need income for this. And I don't think at this point Nevercheese has a decent income. He has only one income. For one turret, perhaps. I don't think he can build the second one. Cryo shot being used. Oh, that's unfortunate. A very quick sell-off of the war factory. I mean, surely you want to have this base, but Andre, you should not be that. I mean, you should have spent your money this reckless. I mean, GreenAlert still has some units and still has. Oh. Now base is completely exposed, and here's the trouble: GreenAlert has still two refineries actually, and you don't have an income. I mean, are we going to rely on oil drag? I was going to say, and oil drag is also captured by GreenAlert. I mean, two of them are now under control. Black troopers are using mines to dispatch the multi-gunner turret. I mean, I wonder if this collector was bugged for the entire of the game, or maybe just recently. Crusher crane is being built, but okay, now he has money, so
construction vehicle at your service.
We are going to start over, but I think he will need much more time than that. Ah, okay, so he wants to repair the units. Okay, instantly destroyed one. Okay, you have some bullfrogs, that's very nice. But I wonder if you also know that it doesn't have... Andre doesn't have an airfield. Now Riptides are reviving here, and this Javelin is going to be proved much more challenging to handle. I mean, he's star rank already. One Riptide is down. This Sickle is going down. Okay, there's a Terror Drone, which is nice. Now this Collector is now absorbing all of the damage that will be dealt from this Garrison and the Javelin. A Cryo Shot being used. But I think we're going to see the end of this Javelin. Oh, okay. I think it was stunned on midair, but Andre issued a command, so immediately the Javelin goes into the building, but then it gets burned with the Molotov cocktails. Now Nevercheese taps out. Well, that's very nice to see. We're going to have a game that has equalized the previous game. So we are on one. That means we still have a long way to go for the victory. And also this time, I think, yeah, that was a bit unfair for him. I mean, I don't think his income, Andre's income would be this low. His collector was bugged entirely. But maybe selling the walls could work. I don't know if he has tried or anything like that. But anyway, let's see the third game. And hopefully his collectors will not get bugged this time. And now we are back on Fire Island. On bottom this time, once again, from the previous game as well, GreenAlert playing as the Soviets, and blue allies Nevercheese, also known as Andre. Probably I also call him Andre or Nevercheese, but please don't mind me, guys. I just say whatever feels convenient for me at the time. So, on the previous game, we have seen a double barracks opening from the Nevercheese, and it didn't really pay off very well. And this time, we see no barracks opening, just a quick airfield. On the meantime, GreenAlert is just feeling chill and going for the one single barracks, but I think he will soon enough notice the threat. Because he knows that Andre hasn't sent any kind of dogs, so that means only one thing. No barracks. Quick airbase. Simple as that. And naturally, this map gives advantage for the Allies players. Or let's say any player that wants to utilize the aerial units. For one solid reason. These hills will prevent you any kind of, for example, vision. So air units can actually do some in and out very quickly without taking any kind of damage. And that's actually a very strong aspect, a strategy aspect of the game, if you're going to use the aerial units. Now, first Bullfrog is out, and GreenAlert doesn't want to lose anything with a sneaky or surprise Vindicator attack, and before casting the flak cannon, he actually sends a conscript midair to gain vision. Now, see, this guy actually has a better intuition than me. And now, okay, 3 Bullfrogs should be a healthy amount of numbers for air, for ground to anti-air. Okay, Nevercheese once again. Okay, not a ready push, but going very aggressive for, controlling both of these all mines. This will also put the GreenAlert in a difficult position because after all, he can't be expanding over here, so he will be forced to expand over here. And unlike the Allies, Soviets doesn't really have that much of accessibility on the naval units. Surely they have stingrays, but they're very expensive and not very useful. They are not versatile. And mass, of course, they are very useful. You can just press F and then see lights come out. Beautiful electricity all around. But then again, they're expensive, they're slow. They take 1,000 credits. Vindicators just unloading all of the bombs on the MCV, and I think quarter of the HP has been taken now. Javelin's out, and start to take some shots over here. Are we going to see a base trade over here? GreenAlert already relinquished his base. Like, okay, you can have it. Sure. Just... But here's a problem. Andre should consider getting... Okay, he gets the refinery. Okay, that's fine. Now, conscripts deployed, but they're way too far. And these bullfrogs are taking damage for no reason. Now, Peacekeeper is now under threat. One is taken. Also, please take down this javelin as well. Okay, that's fine. Now, Vindicators have arrived, and that was some very nice bombing. Only... Oh, wow, that's impressive. Two of the Vindicators just evaded death. I don't think that will pay off very well. I mean, Flak Cannon is out, but you will need a lot of Flak Cannon before. Oh, okay. I was saying Flak Trooper. I'm supposed to say Flak Trooper instead of Flak Cannon. But he was getting Flak Troopers. Also, he's getting Flak Cannon. And the push is not being completed. Andrew just sits the MCB over here, and he's fine. He's okay with that. But instead of staying on the one airbase, he could actually consider going for the two. Pterodon clearing the entrance of the barracks. 4 Vindicators, 1 is down. There's only 1 down and 2 bullfrogs have been taken. Now, Andre is playing this game with a 1 less ore refinery. But in sense of unit composition, he has great advantage. GreenAlert has no access to armor units. I mean, he doesn't have access to bullfrogs. So, what would I do? I would probably try to build a naval yard over here. But that takes too much time. I think 30 seconds. At this 30 seconds, so much things can happen in the game. He can, for example, Andre can actually sneak some javelins here. So that will force me to do something else. Black Cannon is also being built over here. And reactor is needed too. Dog is... I'm not sorry, dog, not the dog, but the bear is now moving, and this peacekeeper gets sniped. The same can be done for this one as well, but instead, Andrew decides to let go of him. Now there's some, I mean, I can't even speak. There's some serious dedication over here. Finally, we see some hit back. Oh, that's very. Oh. Now, come on. Complete economy destruction over here. And I was asking, like, okay, so if this guy can sneak some units all over here, I mean, sneaking his MCV and then a barracks and then flak troopers to deal some damage, what are you going to do? And this is the response. No economy. Nothing else yet. I mean, surely you are building a collector, but I don't think you have enough money for this. And you don't have cash bounty as well. So, I think these are the very last units. Also, this conscript is now fighting with Peacekeeper, but I mean, come on, you're a veteran unit. Okay, so GreenAlert taps out. I think losing that conscript was the last thing he would like to see. So this is 2-1. Now let's see for the forward. Now I think we are on 4th game, yes? Yep. Alright, we are once again back on Icebreaker. A quite odd map, I have to confess. I have never played on this map at all. And this map is destitute. I mean, look at the amount of the refinery. I mean, we have 2 here, 1 here, and then here. And that will be only 5 refineries that you can have. And they are quite far from each other. But at least they have some natural protection over here. And oil derricks are once again quite far, unlike the Jungle Stalkers map. That map has some very nice neutral building locations. Can give some difference, can lead into different strategies being played out. But anyway, this time, Andre with blue allies goes for the bottom side of the map, and GreenAlert goes for the top side. And we see, once again, quick airfield. But this time we see GreenAlert going for the double barracks, and he is quickly filling the garrisons. But here's the issue. You know, Andre is going for the airbase, and he can still go for a naval yard, but you need to move your MCB. I don't think the construction yard radius would enable him to build a seaport over here just by sitting there. So I think he has to move over there and then get a site and then build it. Now, poor bears are being bombed the base. On the meantime, are we going to see more? Okay, I'm in. We see lots of infantry coming out. But these flak troopers are very expensive units. And I think Andre will be better off if he was actually sniping them instead of some cheap conscripts. Unfortunately, we haven't seen a single flak cannon yet. No sight for the war factory. But we see a base crawling here, actually. I mean, just by sitting over here... Oh, do we see... No, he still wants to go for the double barracks. So, if so, why did you sell off the previous one? You didn't like the location or something? Ah, okay, he doesn't want them to move a lot. So he can escort them. Now, this building is now under watchful eye of the garrison. Okay, third refinery is being built, but I think at this point these conscripts can actually eject from the building and deal damage to this refinery. It's very close, so Molotov cocktails can actually reach there, and peacekeepers are being pumped out. Oh, come on, GreenAlert, you should do that. Seaport is also being built. I wonder if he has vision. He also has a tremendous vision. I think, I mean, this guy knows better than I do. I'm sure on that, but... Yep. Okay, this garrison is proving to be more to handle with just one single gun turret. Turret is already on low HP. It's half HP already, and these peacekeepers can surely occupy this building, but does that going to matter a lot? I mean, there are so many peacekeepers. Now Molotov cocktails are being tossed out. Maybe force fire on the ground would work. But refinery is already being down. And two turrets are here, but now what's the point of them? They're not going to defend anything. You have to rebuild your refinery. At least we still have some free prospectors, so he actually can go sneakily over here maybe, but I think he will have a radius site over there. So maybe over here, but then GreenAlert will know that as well. Now this Riptide pass through all the garrisons out there, or maybe just go. There are so many garrisons, and this man just filling all the garrisons with the conscripts. Total map control, a total map vision. So are we going to see a Riptide and then Cryocopter? Henry doesn't give up, and he wants to really benefit from his own refiner, but refiner is already half HP. This refiner is actually going to down. No way. Second time refinery goes down immediately. Maybe it is a better to think about relinquishing this position. I mean, just cut your losses. Now I think this is the soft belly spot of the GreenAlert base. And oh. Or maybe not. Well, that was quick, and I'm actually happy because now this is 2-2. I mean, we see lots of equalizer games, so this means only one thing. The next game will show us who is going to be the winner of this game. I mean, of this set. After all, this is a best of 5. But that was a very interesting game. I mean, so much infantry being played up by the GreenAlert, and this will be one of the rare games that we see flak troopers being useful. I'm content. I don't know you guys, but it's good to see some infantry action as well. Hopefully we will see more in future. Now, let's see for the final game of this set. Who is going to win? Now we're back on the deep sea. A map that resembles a lot with the battle base beta, but it's actually not. Does we have so much ground uncovered here? And GreenAlert. 2 games, won, and now against the Blue Allies Nevercheese, also known as Andre. Now, who is going to win this game? This matters a lot because this is the final score of the game, and this map, I don't think it favors anyone. Quite balanced map. I mean, there's a reasonable distance between, for example, the bases, the potential targets that you want to bomb. Oil derricks are significantly close with each other, so no one gets any kind of advantage. On the other hand, so much ground to cover, some garrisons, and no hills. So no one really has any kind of advantage against each other. So we can easily say this map will tell us, our players, who deserves to win and who deserves to proceed. Now we see, once again, double barracks and units being pumped out one by one. On the meantime, we see double nothing but 2 refineries and 2 vindicators. No barracks being built. The distance is not that long, but maybe triple barracks all in could work. And also, GreenAlert really studied the base crawling here. And without moving the MCV, he just guesses what he wants to. I mean, he reaches to everything by crawling his buildings. Since the Soviet buildings also give a building radius, he's building first, and then this, and then this, and then this, and lastly, the refinery. So without doing anything, without even moving the MCV, GreenAlert goes for the 3 refineries. On the meantime, Andre moving for the 3rd refinery. He has a seaport now, so that's actually nice. He can get a riptide and handle these conscripts being bombed over here. At this point, I think garrisons are also important as well. And we see how important the garrisons go. Oh, wait. No. Uh-oh. Are we going to see a push once again? GreenAlert. GreenAlert, we are going to see a push again. I mean, sure, you want to... Okay, that's nice. A reaction has been given. Now, these units that were commissioned over there are now being thrown back. But conscripts really deal so bad. I mean, their damage is very weak. Leaves much to be desired. And now this 3rd refinery is completely exposed. Three riptides already. I mean, they can handle so much of the conscripts for sure. Walls are being built as well, but okay. Also, barracks is being built. These are so much of flag troopers. Where you need conscripts. In a moment that you see a dog is running to you, there's nothing you can do. If only at this point GreenAlert had a war factory, I think this will be the game. All he needs to do, micromanage them, and then handle the riptides, and that will be all. But instead, we see a base raid. Once again, he's baiting him for the base raid. And this is actually a sizable army, which is very nice. There's only 1 riptide sitting here. If only he had 1 terror drone. I mean, I'm not saying myself that, oh, I will win this game if I had a terror drone, because I know that myself that probably I will move my terror drone very close to the riptides and then get it killed. Completely getting wasted. These flag troopers should be aiming the vindicators. Oh, okay. Anyway, I will lose them, but if GreenAlert had this terror drone, I think he can actually intercept these push task force over here. Not even need to go in there. But anyway, we will see. Now MCV is being deployed, and well, what are we going to see? A refinery, or I think a reactor, because he doesn't have a reactor at this point. So he needs to build a reactor first. Now both sides losing their bases in a mirror fashion. Riptides have arrived. Where are the flag? Oh, this is actually a very nice spot. Now this refinery will be taken down. Realizing the dire situation, Nevercheese has solved this one immediately. But now this riptide already taken some significant amount of damage. And more is going to be done. Okay, one Riptide is down, but one Flak Trooper is also down. Now at this point, the unit amount is very important. This Collector, if... I think no Terror Drone surprise we're going to see in this game. Okay, Satellite Drop is also used. This... Is this going to cancel any kind of refined... Ah, okay, he has power plant here as well. Now, Riptides are approaching, making a clean sweep, but... Oh. Well... One Riptide is down, Cryo Shot only... Oh, okay, there's so many Peacekeepers out there. That's the bait, I guess. That's unfortunate. That's very, very unfortunate. All of these valuable Flak Troopers are now being taken. At this point, I wonder what the trade is going to be. Ah, okay, Flak Troopers are now down. But now we see the Terror Drone! And... Yep, get crushed. Now, let's see... Okay. Very nice to see that Nevercheese is not getting his collectors bugged again. Now we can truly see the potential, but now these collectors are occupying these slots as well, so that's very nice for him. But oh, multi-gunner threat. I might have been deployed here. These bullfrogs are now under threat. One bullfrog is down. The second is almost going to down. I mean, there are two Vindicators, but they're fine. Another Riptide. It's crushed. Realizing that how prospectors can be dangerous. The moment is up! Now that's the moment for the Vindicators to be useful. But I think he did an overkill. You could actually split the bombs. But, I mean, that's going to be a little bit in vain. I mean, units are being pumped out one by one. Okay, airfield is here, safe. Doesn't have... Okay. Andre still has one refinery, so that's fine. Is there a Terror Drone? MCV gets crushed. This shouldn't deploy. GreenAlert, come on. He sees this, right?
Ninth ready.
Okay, come on. Oh, he has Cryo Shot as well. But I don't think... Oh. That's... No. No way. That didn't work. But now it's very, very tense for him. The next bombing run, this Crusher Crane goes down. No, I don't think you have time for the War Factory. That's not going to happen, I think. I can't bear... this is very... I can't bear to see this. Oh! Production cancelled immediately. Well, that's it, I guess. Thank you for watching, guys. I congratulate the Nevercheese. I mean, I don't want to be rude like this, but... I think this is the game. At this point, Andre can actually win this game by stalling, because these are the very last units he has, and that's a Bullfrog, some Flak Troopers, and that will be all. I mean, he has some Collectors, which is nice, but all it takes just Andre to move something over there, maybe MCV or anything else, and then this Bullfrog is going to die. He's still fighting. I mean, he has the heart of a warrior. Destroying this one, I mean, that will eject some Peacekeeper, and this Peacekeeper can actually kill everything here. Or maybe not. Ow. Like, oh, this heroic one still survives. He knows that Andre has an MCV as well. Right? Okay, he now realizes. A bit interesting end. I mean, this Crusher Crane canceling it and then stripping the GreenAlert from production is something, but GG for the both of the players, and Andre wins this round with the 3 games out of 5. So congratulations to him as well. And for you guys, if you liked what I'm doing here and the things that you see here, enjoy to leave a like or write a comment. This can be bad or negative as well. I mean, it's up to you guys. And consider subscribing. That will make me very happy. So up until then, we'll see you on the next game.